Actually, I did a little mistake during the last fight with this merchant marine ship. The fight itself was okay, there was no real problem as far as I can tell, but the outcome is a little bit different. Actually, it has been pointed out in my YouTube channel, and many thanks for pointing that out, that I forgot to give us a glory point. Hey, consider that. So we definitely would gain a glory point. I was under the impression that this would only be true for player fights, but no, it's not. Basically, already on page 2 or so, it's been mentioned that you gain a glory point also for defeating a non-player character like this marine ship here. So this is one, so we are 1 glory point ahead. Problem is, I already recorded the next series of the next episode of this game, so I cannot really directly change that, but nevertheless I wanted to point that out. And additionally to that glory point, you would be of course also allowed to draw a glory card, but again I cannot play that at this point in time. But let's have a quick peek of what we might have missed, and then we can really maybe angry about my mistake here. So let's draw a glory card and see what we have. Okay, this is now the glory card we drawn here, and this says ship to remember, and it's actually good that we drew this card because it's not really helping us in the solo variant here. It's a cool card, no, that's definitely good, but only really valid or has some worth when playing against real players. It says here, when you are losing a crew fight and your ship is not taken over by the victorious player, then you can play this card and give your old ship to your new captain with all the modifications and so on. But it keeps all the damages, but you can at least keep all the modifications and so on. So this might be really nice if you would forever already have a frigate or maybe a sloop which has whatever 3 or more modifications. So this can be a really good glory card, but it really does not have any worth for this solo variant here. Yeah, so we don't have to be angry too much here. So we can go on with the gameplay, and yeah, let's see how the next turns are coming out here. Hello back. I think we can go on with our playthrough of Merchants and Marauders. The last episode or the last turn was actually not too bad, as we were able to gain a new ship. So we are now proud owner of this frigate here that we stole from some merchant marine captain, a French marine captain. We were also relatively lucky in respect to the glory track, as this hasn't moved up during the last turn, which is absolutely good. And I think we are still doing pretty good. We do have the frigate, we have a cargo hold of 2 now. We are going for, or we're planning to go for this merchant here. And I think this is what we are going to do. But first of all, let's draw our event card for this turn. So what do we have here? War and peace. There's a war. And there are 2 conditions. One is saying, okay, if there isn't a war, then 2 nations will be at war now. And if it would be peace, so if there would be 2 nations in war right now, they would, declare peace. Basically, so what we are going to do, we will draw 2 nations at random and we'll put them on top of the playing board where the at war placeholders are, and yeah, let us do that. Okay, let's then draw 2 nations. First would be Spain, of course. They were always at war, I believe. And the second one would be Netherlands. Okay, to be honest, that's not too bad for us. The only thing that really would happen now, so for once a Spanish captain would not be able to enter a Dutch harbor, and the other way around, of course. And we would exchange all military frigates with man-of-war ships, which way bigger ships. This might be interesting, and as we already have one man-of-war down here from the Netherlands, we will right away do that. So we will replace that frigate with this bigger man-of-war. Maybe I should show you the difference a little bit better. So as you might be able to see, they are way bigger and of course way more powerful. Let me show you if I find a card for this man-of-war. This would be here. So as you would see, though, this would have a toughness of 5, which is really good. Cargo hold of 3, crew of 5 already, 5 cannon slots, and a maneuverability of only 2. So this is really something where you can more or less, yeah, not outgun those, but really evade them pretty good. Might be interesting to chase such a man of war, but there are some benefits and it's quite cool to have one, but I'm not so sure if I will go for that at this point in time. So this was the only change we have, so really not a problem for us as long as we are a British captain. And I think then we could move on with our turn, and we are still at the harbor of Santo Domingo. Okay, with our first turn, or with our first action, we will move into the sea region of Santo Domingo. And with our second action, we will search for this merchant here. I will do that pretty quick. Let's roll some dice here. And our bad luck goes on. So again, we were not able to search for this merchant here, which is really poor. Oh, we really need that. So I think then with our third action, we will go here to the sea region of Tortuga, but this is more or less it. And yeah, I think this is what we can do here. What's the special condition of the sea region of Tortuga? Pirates are invisible to all French marine ship, but of course only if they don't have a British bounty. And non-player pirates are never searching for French captains. Okay, this is very special. Okay, but not really important at this point in time. Okay, I just checked. I forgot one thing to do, and this with the pirate movement. It's not that bad, as only the pirate sloop is currently in play, so there is no Spanish marine ship or French marine ship. We have that. And this pirate sloop will go to the north, so to the sea region of St. Martin, but that's really it. I think we should have covered everything else. So now we can discard this. And we have done our 3 actions, so next we will go for rolling the die for the game. Ah, gosh, okay. So that's an 18. Again, the track will move on to 7. I have a slight feeling that the game will not last for very much longer. Yeah, this was this turn. And I think we can get on with our next turn. Okay, let's draw our event card, and this says strictness against outlaws, I would say, and this is affecting us definitely. So it says captains who has at least 1 French bounty on their head gain another French bounty, and the same goes for the Spanish bounty. Of course, we do have 2 bounty. You can see that here, so we gain another bounty. It's not immediately bad, but it might affect then later on the search ability of these ships. So this might definitely be interesting then later on. Additionally, go back to the card. Additionally, it says the Dutch vessel will move north, so let's do that. And the pirate sloop will go south, or back south, so we are back again in Basse-Terre. But really that should be all for this. There's still no French ship in play. And I think this is also more or less it for the event card. And then we can get back to the board and do our 3 actions. So, same procedure as every year. We will try to search for this merchant here. So let's do some dice rolling. Hopefully good dice rolling this time. Hey, come on, we have 4 dice. You won't believe that. That's very poor. So this was our first action, and again not really successful. So this is down to 2. But what we are going to do, we will try to go to Havana, or we will go there, that's for sure, in the sea region of Havana. And as you might remember, we still have our little rumor here. And this might be really good. So for once, let's go down at 1. So we still have 1 action. And now we can also do a search action. And if this is successful, this rumor is true, then we gain a glory point and a glory card, which would be then our first one. And we gain this special bonus here from this card. So we can use the contacts of this pirate JP prize. Okay, so let's roll and really hope for the best. We really need that glory point. I really want to show you at least that I'm capable of gaining 1 glory point in that game. Okay, I won't comment this one. So we, from the game mechanics, so I think the rumor is not true, or this captain has already found something else, or has been eaten by cannibals. I don't know. But this rumor is definitely not true, or we were not successful to do that. This was also our last action. Yeah, we searched here, we moved there, and yeah, we searched there again. And yeah, I think this only leaves us one option now, or one more thing to do. We roll for the game. This is a 16. So again, the glory track moves up to 8. And we are really coming close to the ending of this game. Wow, this is really poor. Yeah, but this was our turn. So let's get back to the board and prepare everything for our next turn. This is really a poor gameplay. But nevertheless, let's start a new round and let's see what event card we are going to draw here. So this is a Spanish marine ship. And as the Spanish is currently at war with, or is at war, it will not a frigate, it will rather be a man of war, and it will start in the sea region of Havana, but this will only come, and this is now important, or it's not really important, no it's not, at the end of the turn, so I will put that here. And it says here, if you are raiding a merchant, then I have to draw a 4th card and have to keep that if it shows a hit symbol. Okay, but only when I do a Spanish merchant. I think this is a token from here. So I would start now my turn. Let's do that at 3, and let's think what I will do. Okay, so officially, and this is now important, this merge or this marine ship is still not really in play, because I have only to fight it when I would start my turn in a marine ship, or when in a sea region where a marine ship is. But as it only comes into play at the end of the round, it's not yet here. So I can very well search for this merchant here, which I will do for my first action. So we are down at 2. Okay, finally. So we have a hit here, or success. So this is now a Spanish. I will go a bit up here. So this is now a Spanish ship. So we could choose. Remember, we can use the flag or the flag on the actual token, but in this case this is all the same. So this comes away, that's for sure. And yeah, I definitely will go for attacking, engaging this merchant, it's important. So for once, let's get back here. We gain again a Spanish bounty. Right now it's not that bad, and because the frigate is still not here. And now let's draw some cards for how the merchant raid is going to work. And remember, in Havana we have to draw a 4th card, but I think we are now with a frigate underway, so I think this should be solvable. Okay, let's draw some cards. So this is tobacco, which is good. 3, 4, 3. And now we have to draw a fourth card, and if it shows the hit, we have to keep it. Yeah, it is a hit. So now we can roll for our seamanship. This would be 2. Let's see if we can roll a success here. Yeah. So we have 1 success, and I think I will... I'm not so sure. We have now 6, 9, 10. So I think I would rather go for an additional card here, because remember, when we are able to hunt down a merchant with 12 gold, then we gain also glory points. So this is definitely a good way to do that. So we had 10 already. So let's draw another one. Ah, yeah, perfect. And this is a another merchant. So let's count first for the escape symbols. So these are 2. Our maneuverability is 3. So we were definitely successful. So let's resolve the hit. So we gain 1 for the cannon. Oops. So 1 here and 2 on the hull. Oh, this is tough. Okay, we really need to find a harbor pretty soon. And yeah, I think then now we can really go on and search what we want to have. So for once we go for the tobacco, because we can sell that in a harbor where we have a demand for tobacco. Remember, we have a cargo hold of 4, so we are now at 3. And I think as we are going for Port Royal in the next turn, we take the rum, because there's a demand for rum in Port Royal. So, but still we gain out 12 gold, 13 gold. Pretty good. So, tip. And really we have our first official glory point. So let me show you that. So we are here at 1, and for next we will draw our glory card. So let's see what glory card we can draw here. And this is a useful or a mutual friendship. This is very cool. So we can play this card anytime to transform a failed influence roll into a next success. Wow, this is perfect. And yeah, this is really nice. So let's put that in our, or somewhere we can keep that. So just there's no official spot for that, so we will just put that here. We bring our gold here into our cargo hold as well, and we will discard the remaining goods we cannot take here. And then let's go back to the board. So really this is cool. Sorry. So this was our first action. So let's go down one more to Port Royal, and with the third action we will go into the harbor of Port Royal, and this is a British harbor, so there is not a problem. And there are also some pretty good advantages. So we can gain pirates without any costs. This is good. So whatever, we don't have to roll here basically for restocking our crew, but I think we don't have to do that. And yeah, I think this is also something every pirate could go there, independent of which bounty is on their head. We only have to pay 2 gold or do a successful influence roll. So this could be very nice. This was our third action, so let's just quickly check what we have for a ship modification. This is again pretty good. This is also the reinforced hull. This is really, yeah, this is definitely good. And I think, yeah, this concludes our turn here. So let's just quickly roll for the game. This roll is already pretty important. Remember, the glory track for the game is already at 8. If I would roll now a 19 or a 20, the game would be over. So let's see. We are lucky, this is a 5, though the glory track doesn't move at all. So you have to stay with me a little bit longer, but I think it could be worth it. So that's perfect. And I think now we must not forget to place for once the the Spanish man of war here, and this might really change us. And I will also put the Spanish captain on the appropriate spot on top of the board, and the name of this guy is Admiral José Chacon, I don't know. Okay, but this is now the official end of the turn, and I think we can start our next turn directly in Port Royal. Once more, we draw an event card, and again, this is pretty good. This is a mercy, so we can get rid of one bounty, and I think we really might go again. Let me quickly check. I think we will really go this time for... I'm not so sure. I think we might go for Spain again, yeah. And yeah, because we only have one. But let's resolve the movement here. So the pirate will go to the north, the pirate frigate. That's important. The Dutch guy would theoretically go to south, but as we still have a bounty on our head, and it's even a Dutch one, he will ignore that. So normally it would also do that in an adjacent spot, but because of this solo play we changed that, so this will rather go in our direction here, and this is not I was hoping for, to be honest. So maybe I should really rethink my strategy and, let's say, get rid of the Dutch bounty here, because then I could really rather go directly in that direction, and we could go then maybe to, because the way would be way far. So if we would, let's say, ship against, avoid that, so we have to go this route. So this would mean additional turn here, and with 1, 2, 3 we could go to the sea region of San Juan, and there we could sell our tobacco. Yeah, I think this is what we are going to do. So, but again, let's start our turn, and we are not outside, we are directly in Port Royal, and I think for the first action we will do some selling. Remember, first action is always the selling action, but first of all let's change that to a 2, so this is our harbor action this time, and we will sell our rum here. So this means we gain 3 plus 3 because there is demand for rum, so we gain 6 gold. This is not too bad actually. So 6 gold for that, because we definitely have to do some repairs. Then for once we must not forget, we will, let's say, lose our Dutch bounty. So we are only Spanish pirate and or against the pirate, the Spanish and the French nation. So this was the first 5. And then of course we will go for the ship modification, the reinforced hull. This costs us only 1 because we have this special ability. Let me put that aside a little bit. 15, 20, 30, okay, 34. That's actually not too bad. And then let's do some repairs. We have to pay 2 for points, so we definitely need to repair our hull. So this would mean 1, 2, so that's already 4. And I think we should also repair our cannons, another 2. And get 3 back. So this was the selling and the ship action, or the shipwright action. Now I think we should definitely go for a rumor card. This might be important, so let's spend 2 and roll our influence die. Remember, we still have this card here which says useful friendship or mutual friendship, whatever. So if we now fail, we can still take it. So let's roll. Oh, this was the wrong die. Sorry. So we have allowed to roll only 1 die. No, this is a 1. But to be honest, I'm not so sure if I want to do that, because I definitely want to go for the other mission in Bridgetown, and therefore we might use it way better. So let's save the card here. Though this was this action, so we still don't have a rumor, we don't have a specialist. We are repaired, we have a full crew, we got our reinforced hull, so we're doing pretty good. So this was our first action, and let's go back to the board. With our second action, we will go into the sea region here of Port Royal, and with the last action we will go to Petit Goave. And pirates are not allowed to hire here or repair their ship, but non-pirates can repair or hire crew free of charge. Oh, that's not too bad, but unfortunately we are a pirate, and a pretty infamous one. So this was the last turn, or last action. Now one still not so nice thing to do. Let's roll for the game, and still the same condition. Whenever we roll now a 19 or 20, the game immediately ends. That's an 11, okay. We are now up at 9 for the game. And we are here somewhere way behind this little one spot. And yeah, let's go for... I think this could really be the last round of the game. Okay, let's do some drawing first. So let's draw our card, and this says hurricane, and this is really bad. A storm. A hurricane is going through the Caribbean. Player captains who are at sea have 1 action less. And yes, we are at sea. It seems like we are here on this harbor, but we are not. We are at open sea. So we lost 1 action this turn, this round. This is definitely not so good. And when we end our turn, we gain 5 damages. Wow. Okay. This might not even end the game, it might also destroy our ship here. And we are definitely not allowed to go into any harbor at this point in time. We could go back to Port Royal, but no, I think we take the risk here. Okay, let's resolve the movement here. So the pirate sloop will move to east. So it's at Bridgetown, not really important. And the French ship will go... And I think I made a mistake. Oh damn, yeah, I have to fight the ship. I should have fought this earlier, so this will definitely not move away. Because of course this hunter will also go for any other pirate, not only this own one. This is bad. Okay, so I think we are lucky then. But this card has been resolved. Before I move now, I have to fight now. This is, yeah. There is no... Now we have to do that. There is no way around that. I really... Oh, this was stupid. Okay, then let's prepare the cannons and yeah, try to go for this man of war here. I don't really have high hopes. Let's see what we can do out of that. Okay, maybe I might be a little bit too pessimistic here, but of course, first of all, this Dutch guy would try to search for us first. So he would roll the scouting die. And let me just check something. I think... No, I think this is okay. There are some rules which say sometimes when it would have another additional scouting die, but I think it doesn't really make sense here. So let's roll for the Dutch captain, Mr. Shea, and he has 2 dice. Let me show you that. So here, these are his 2 scouting dice. Okay, so yeah, we do have to fight. Then let's prepare the battle stations. This will be pretty tough, I guess. I already equipped everything here, so as you see, he has 3 values at 5, and only, of course, the cannons are also at 5. I think only the cargo is at 3. So this will be really tough. So hey, he will roll 5 cannons at us. So we are definitely going to die. I really made a big mistake here, guys. But okay, that's the game. And also I think these pirates did some, maybe I drank too much rum or whatever. I'm not so sure. Then I think this time I also don't have the long cannon, so I'm not allowed to roll any dice first. And yeah, I think we have to go for that now. And yeah, I think he will be the attacker because he searched for us and not we for him. So he will roll some dice. Good thing is he also only has 2 dice for his seamanship in this case, so this might be our only chance we have here. And we have our reinforced hull, so we can at least take 1 additional hit somewhere, and we still have our chain shots here. Okay, but let's roll first for this Dutch captain. So this is now 2 hits. This is tough. Already tough. So let's roll our... And I think we really have to flee the next turn, but first round you always have to do shooting. So of course there is no success for us, so we completely lost that, so we didn't hit him once. Now he will shoot with all 5 cannons, of course. And yeah, let's see. Okay, let's go over to our player board and see where he has hit us. Okay, so first we have to resolve the fixed number. So this is a 1, so we take 2 hits on our storage room. So that means we have to lose instantly 1 cargo here. So we only have down at 2 tobacco, and this is really a problem because this was our strategy basically to gain an additional glory point. This now just vanished. So we resolve these. Then we go for the 3, so our crew is also down at 2. And then we have... no, okay. No. Yeah, sorry. No, I think we are not going to do that. So I think we will take for this second one here, we will flip over this hull, reinforced hull, so we still have 3 room. Or 3 cargo holds, which is good, but still the crew is down, and then we have to still resolve 2 of these cannon, and I think I will go for 1 mast and 1 cannon. Yeah, I think these were our hits we have taken, and now we will go to the second round, but next time we will announce to try to escape from this fight. So this is pretty easy. So again, we have to roll, and then basically the enemy captain must not roll any success. So we said we would try to escape, so let's have this Dutch captain roll his dice. Remember, when he's rolling another success, we were successful in escaping. Yes! Okay, wow. We were pretty lucky here. So we could escape this battle, which is pretty good. And now we can go for our official actions in that turn. Of course, we took many hits, and remember, there's still this hurricane in the Caribbean, so I will have to sail in away from these guys. So I will go 1. Or maybe I really should repair. No, let's risk it. So 1, 2. So we go to the sea region of San Juan here, and then as we are ending our turn also at open sea, we have to gain 5 additional hits on our ship, -1 for each success in our seamanship roll. So I think this is what we're going to do first. So we roll for our seamanship. This would mean 2 die. Wow, cool, this was good. So 2 successes, so we gain now only 3 hits instead of the 4 hits. So still even bad enough, but let's hope for the best. So, okay, this is not too bad actually. Let's see what we can resolve for that. Okay. So for once, this one we have to take. There is no discussion about that one. So our crew is down at 1. So whatever, they fell off the overboard and whatever, puked their heart out, whatever. And then we have still 2 random to go, and I think we will go for the cannon and for the masts. So we resolved that one. So we are still doing pretty good. And I think this really concludes our turn, but now really the bad thing happened. We have to roll again for the game, and now everything below above 7 is definitely end of the game. So let's hope for the best. Buff, and we will lose this game with a blaze of glory basically. So this more or less ends our turn, so let's go back to our track here, glory track. So this would move 2 spaces, so the game actually wins with 11 glory points. So this was unfortunately already the end of my little playthrough of Merchant and Marauders in this solo variant. To be honest, I like it, so I really have the feeling that you can play Merchant and Marauders pretty good solo. I think maybe the rule I have chosen might be a little bit too tough. Maybe I really have another reading of this Sharky 22 PDF, which says, I think then you can more or less prepare that a little bit better. I think they're going there, okay, whatever. In the easy variant you can have to draw 30 turns, for example, so this will be then dependent on the amount of event cards that are in the game. And then just go down then also to 15 turns and so on. So this might really be the better option here, the better fit. So this is very well luck based. It's pretty cool that there's a variant game length, a variable game length, but it was too short. There was not really a chance. Of course, we really did some poor rolling in respect to searching for these merchants. I think 3 or 4 times we were not able to find this merchant. Then the 2 or 3 times we did that, we were not so lucky in drawing the right cards and also rolling the appropriate dice. Then our influence value was really a pity, so we were not able to gain that mission. And I think 2 times we were also not able to drawing the rumor. Then again, the rumor we had then finally was also not successful in scouting. So this was really tough. I think we could be way better. I think we should have been at 4 or 5 glory points at least. But I was really not doing too good, to be honest. Nevertheless, I hope you did enjoy that. I actually did, so I really still love this game. I'm considering to repeat that sooner or later again, maybe with a little bit of revised rules, or maybe really then with a normal play, so that I say let's have 2 or 3 players. Of course I will play all of them, but then show you the normal variant of this game might also be an idea. So I think I might do that in future. Until then, I hope you had fun. Hope to see you soon in one of my next series. Not so sure what I will going to do. Still considering Talisman 4th editions with the Blood Moon expansion. Not so sure right now. I'm always willing to take recommendations or suggestions or whatever. And yeah, hope to see you soon, and bye bye.